Now the beauty of the thing when childer plays is the terrible wonderful length the days is. Up you jumps and out in the sun, and you fancy the day will never be done. And you're chasing the bumbees humming so cross in the hot sweet air among the gorse, or gathering bluebells, or looking for eggs, or pelting the ducks with their yellow legs, or climbing and nearly breaking your skulls, or shouting bedevilment after the gulls, or thinking of nothing but down at the tide singing out for the happy you feel inside. That's the way with the kids, you know. And the days do come, and the days do go. And when it's all gone, it's all like a puff. Happy and over, and short enough.
Fair fa, ya honest sonsy face, great chieftain of the puddin' race, above them all you take your place, page, tripe, or therm. Well are you worthy of a grace, as lang's my arm. The groaning trencher there you fill, your herd is like a distant hill, your pain would go to mend a mill in time of need, and through your paws the dews distill, like amber bead. His knife with rustic labour dicht, he'll cut you out with ready slicht, and all the gushing entrails bricht, like any ditch. And oh, what a glorious sight, warm, reeking, rich. Then horn for horn anon they drive, they'll take the hindmost on they strive, till all their well-filled celts belive are bent like drums. An old good man belike to arrive, they think it hums. Here's there one that o'er is French ragout, or olio that would soar a sou, or fricassee to make her spew, where perfect scunner looks down with sneering scornful view on such a dinner. Poor Dale, see him, our is trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank a good whiplash, his neva knit, through flood and ford and field to dash. Oh, how unfit! But mark the rustic, haggis fed, the trembling ground resounds his tread, clapping his wailing ever a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and heads do sning it, like taps of thistle. You powers, what makes mankind your care, and gives them out their bill of fare? Old Scotland wants no skinking ware that jopes in luggies. But if you want her grateful prayer, give her a haggis.
To begin at the beginning. It is spring. Moonless night in the small town, starless and Bible black. The cobblestones silent, and the hunched quarters and rabbit's wood limping invisible down to the slow black, crow black fishing boat bobbing sea. The houses are blind as moles, though moles see fine tonight in their snouting velvet dingles, or blind like Captain Cat, there in the muffled middle by the pump and the town clock. The shops are all in mourning, the welfare hall in widow's weeds, and all the people of the lulled and dumbfound town are sleeping now. Hush, the babies are sleeping, the farmers, the fishers, the tradesmen, pensioners, cobblers, school-teacher, postman, publican, the undertaker and the fancy woman, drunkard, dressmaker, preacher, policeman, the webfoot cockle women or the tidy wives. Young girls lie bedded soft, or glide in their dreams of rings and trousseaux, bridesmaided by glowworms down the aisles of the organ-playing wood. The boys are dreaming wicked, or of the bucking ranches of the night on the Jolly Rogered sea. The anthracite statues of the horses sleep in the fields, the cows in the byres, the dogs in the wet-nosed yards, and the cats nap in slant corners or lope sly, streaking and needling on the low cloud of the roofs. You can hear the dew falling and the hushed town breathing. Only your eyes are unclosed to see the black and folded town fast and slow asleep.
There was a lot of rocking going on that night. Cruising time for the young bright lights. Just down past the gasworks by the meat factory door, the 5 Lamp Boys were coming on strong. The Saturday night city beat had already started and the pulse of the corner boys just sprang into action. Young Billy watched from the yellow street light. He said, tonight, of all nights, there's going to be a fight. Billy don't like it living here in this town. He says the trap's been sprung long before he was born. Hope bites the dust behind all the closed doors and pus and grime ooze from the scab-busted saws. The screaming and crying in the high-rise blocks. It's a rat trap, Billy, but you're already caught. Or you can make it if you want it or you need it bad enough. You're young and good looking and you're acting kind of tough. But it's Saturday night. Kind of see what's going on. Put on the bright side, Billy. Head for the right side of town. It's only 8 o'clock and you're already bored. That's a rat trap. And you've been caught. In this town, Billy says everybody's going to tell you what to do. In this town, Billy says everybody says you got to follow rules. You walk left to the traffic light. You switch from your left to your right. You're pushing that button. On the button goes a light and hits you. Walk, don't walk. Walk, don't walk. Talk, don't talk. Talk, don't talk. Hey, Billy, take a walk. Take a walk. Take a walk. Hey, Billy, take a walk. Take a walk. Take a walk. Hey, Billy, take a walk with me. Little Judy, trying to watch Top of the Pops, but Mum and Dad are fighting. Don't they never stop? She picks up her coat and goes down to the street. It's cold on her own, but it's got that home beat. Deep down in her pocket, she finds 50p. Hey, is that any way for a young girl to be? I'm going to get out of school, work in some factory with all the hours God gave me, get myself a little easy money. No. Her mind's made up. She walks down the road, her hands in her pockets, caught button against the cold. She finally finds Billy down at the Italian cafe when he's drunk. It's hard to understand what Billy says, but then he mumbles in his coffee and he suddenly roars, "It's a rat trap, Judy! And we've been caught!"
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the felt clutch of circumstance I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears lies but the terror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Let us pay homage to the oatcake, or roat cake, or wood cake as the old man called him. The oatcake is not a cake at all, really. Not like a fairy cake or an Eccles cake. Not a cake in that way. More a sort of Potteries poppadom, a Tunstall tortilla, or a clay Suzette. A solemn warning. If overindulged in, these cakes can play the very devil with your waistline. I must warn, indulgence leads to bulgence.